Hello, hello, hello. Let's get it poppin'. Gotta turn my ringers off. Happy Sunday. Hello. Come on in. Let me see. Make sure the Facebook is on. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the 30 Days of I Owe Me challenge. All right. Yes. All right. Hello. Welcome. If you are wherever you are tuned in from, drop a comment in the chat and let me know where you are at. Hello, hello, hello. Talk back to me, y'all. This is the 30 Days of I Owe Me challenge. I think it's day 20. I think. Let me look at the schedule. I have not really been following the schedule too closely because some of my anticipated guests did not they didn't like they couldn't keep their slot, so I've just been kind of freestyling it because I need to do this for me more than I need to do it for someone else. This is the beginning of week. This is week 4, I think. OMG. This is week 4. Okay, according to the schedule, I'm supposed to be talking about habit tracking. Identify what you need to do more of, less of, start or stop. That is something that I definitely coach on. I didn't check the schedule before I went live. I did not go live yesterday. I want to have a conversation about that. If you have been following this challenge, you will know that I have said that because I missed a couple of days, I was going to add it on to the end. But I am here to tell you that that's not really feasible. I am struggling to keep. Wait a minute. I just looked on. Wait a minute. My cousin got me. Wait a minute. I'm missing a whole lot. I digress. I looked on Instagram to see that my fam got married. Okay. That threw me off. But that's not feasible for me to tack it on at the end. I have the days that I have missed have been because I was so super worn out. Hello, hello, hello. I see the hearts on Instagram. I cannot see who is there though. Drop a comment. And if you are on Facebook or if you're watching on YouTube, which I hope you're on YouTube, make sure that you are sharing. I would love your support in that regard. It costs you nothing. It costs you a half a second to hit that share button. And once we get these subscribers, hey Bronwyn, Rap Alive ENT, hey, hey, hey. And of course, the Blowing Bubbles podcast page is on this thing. Woo! So this is the 4th Sunday that I have done this live. I have never in the history of my ever gone live so many consecutive days. Excuse me. So I'm really proud that I stuck to it as much as I did. And I grew, I learned. And if there is something that you saw on any one of the days of this challenge that inspired you or educated you or motivated you to take some action in your own life, please drop a comment and let me know. This thing has, people say things privately to me. They'll call me if they know me, but people are not engaging in the comments. I'm watching the analytics. The numbers are up. People are watching that are not, I don't know how you watch and not like, and I can't see it, but the analytics are showing me that the numbers are there. So I'm really excited about that. I think if you watch it, like for instance, Facebook, if you watch without clicking on it, Facebook knows that you still watch that video. So thank you, thank you, thank you. It does mean a lot. This mission is, and this is all free. It takes a lot. If you were to pay a coach for a different masterclass every day for 30 days, you would spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars and not necessarily get any results. So the way that I have put this together has been strictly for the benefit of everybody else. And my biggest benefit is for me to just put the reps in, do the work, do the work, do the work. Consistency has been my biggest blocker for a very long time in my life, all my life, really. I'll do something, excel at it, and then I get distracted and start doing something else. So I'm really, some people just want to see what your topics are and choose not moment, but friendly, but a friendly moment would be nice. Or choose not to comment. Okay, that's cool. Well, I thank you for commenting this time. I just be wanting to know sometimes that people are there. I can't always see if you're there. Like I have 2 phones and 2 laptops and a TV going just so I can see like from the viewer's perspective, and then I can watch the comments. But then it takes me, I'm looking here, I'm looking here, I'm looking here. So if somebody just drops in the comment and say, hey, from Toledo, Ohio, or whatever, it helps me to know that people are there other than me just seeing numbers on the screen, because I can see numbers, but I can't tell even what platform they're on, if they're on YouTube, Instagram, or Facebook. So I thank you for commenting and saying that. It helps. It definitely helps me to understand. And it's all appreciated. I appreciate people tuning in, whether they comment or not. But I still would appreciate your subscription on YouTube, Blowing Bubbles Podcast. So hit that subscribe button. And if you would be so kind, every Gmail address you have, subscribe from all of them. It doesn't cost you anything. And if you actually know me, you know I show up for people way deeper than that. So I think I deserve a subscription on YouTube. That's my selfish moment. But 30 Days by Omi, I wanted to open up with talking about fitting. Hey, there she goes. Maria Wheeler in the place to be. Thank you, thank you, thank you for tuning in. You are definitely so very appreciated. I saw this meme and I want to try to share it because it's very, is very appropriate to what I want to say. And I should have done this before I logged on. My apologies, but I want to show y'all this. So, and it's a simple meme. I just want to share this screen. Okay. Share screen. No, I don't want to do all that. Bypass the system. Okay, so it's going to make me do too many things. All right, so I can't share the screen like I want to. This meme that I saw was a bulb of garlic, and it had one clove missing. But in that missing clove was a little tangerine slice that fit perfectly in there. And the meme said, just because you fit in doesn't mean you belong there. And man, that thing spoke to my soul. I said, that's my life in a nutshell. I have always felt different. I've always stood out. I have always just wondered, like, where are my people? It's weird to explain. Hey, Charlie Ford, what's up, friend? I have, even in the middle of family gatherings, I often feel like the odd man out. And it's not anything that anybody is doing to me or anything. It's just how I feel. I remember the first time I felt like I was in a place that I belonged. It was the craziest thing ever. I was dating a Yoruba priest guy. He happened to be a Yoruba priest, and I went to a New Year's Eve celebration, and I don't know. I just I felt like I was home. My soul felt at home. Can't explain it any differently than that, any better than that. So these feelings were reignited yesterday. I'm so glad I did not buy a pass. I went to the Dukes and Boots, or Boots and Dukes, whatever that thing is, Boots and Dukes Festival down at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. A friend of mine is VIP all the way. Him and his buddies had RVs, and they all parked their RVs in a big square, and it was okay. It was kind of like tailgating. First of all, yesterday was way too hot to be out there. It was like every woman that I saw had her butt out. I don't know. I just felt extra out of place. And after and if you know me, I don't drink, I don't smoke. I'm really a chill, laid back person. So after about an hour, maybe two, I'm sitting there like, just kind of looking like, what are you doing here? I did not feel like I was supposed to be there. I felt very, very, very out of place. Nobody mistreated me. People were engaging me. People were friendly. People were offering me food and beverages and, slushies and all kind. People had all kind of stuff. I don't know. It was not my scene. I haven't jumped into the whole cowboy Carter craze. I'm not and I like country music, but I'm just not the biggest cheerleader. I don't know. It didn't do for me what it seems to have done for so many others. So it's like everybody is embracing their countryside now. That Beyonce has declared herself a cowgirl, cowboy, whatever. Um, I don't know. I didn't get it. I wasn't feeling it. So I've seen I posted something on TikTok, and a friend of mine asked me for my honest feedback because she said she heard mixed reviews, and I'm glad that I was not the only person who felt whatever the other people felt that said something to my girl. Man, be aware of where you're going, the energy that you're sharing, the spaces that you enter, the people that you allow to enter your space. Um, I was back home by 6 o'clock because I just did not feel like it was gonna get any better, that I was gonna feel any more at home in that space. I just didn't. So I left. It was no performances. I didn't care. I came home and I got into bed. I was in the bed super early yesterday. I didn't and sitting out in the sun for those couple hours. Plus I showed a bunch of houses yesterday. So I was out there in the streets hard yesterday. So I was tired. I did not go live last night. And if you've been tuning in, you know that I've been stressing, listen to your body. So I listened to my body last night, and it made me really reflect today on me continuing to push past my physical limits. I am not the youngest chicken in the coop. And couple nights ago, I will share this. Couple nights ago, after I went turn the live off. I don't know if you can tell. I do have studio lighting in here. Um, Walked around to the back of my little setup, and I tripped over the tripod base, and I fell hard, like hard, hard. Um, I I haven't felt right since. So I'm definitely going to continue. I didn't hit my head though. That's one thing I will say. I did not hit my head. Um, Shonda the realtor, hey girl. She said I am a differenter as well. Baby, when you are different, like I have always been just that person. When my friends, when I was a teenager, they were experimenting, doing all this stuff. I didn't. I was like, I'm going to the Olympics. I don't know about y'all. I don't drink. I'm an athlete. I don't smoke. I'm an athlete. I always been different. Like always. When my girls were, trying to dress all cute and stuff, I was wearing Levi's and hiker boots. That's what we called them before Tim's was popular in the town that I'm from. I was wearing Levi's and hikers way before like that was the thing for girls. Because I didn't care what everybody else was doing. And I still to this day wear K-Swiss classics. To this day, I got some K-Swiss in my closet right now. Because I don't need to do what everybody else is doing. I haven't had a pair of Jordans since 1986. And my hoop team had the original 85, 86. Whenever them originals came out, that's the last time I bought myself a pair of Jordans. And I bought them myself. So I don't know. I like what I like. I don't like what I don't like. But yes, I fell a couple days ago. My hip hit the hardest, and it threw. I can tell it threw my back off significantly. So I've been really trying to take it easy. So when I was out in that sun yesterday, and I was mindful that I was going to be out in the sun, so I did not take any pain meds because I didn't want to have any reaction to being out in the sun. And I know things can have different adverse effects on us that we don't take into consideration. So I didn't take anything. I was hurting and I was, feeling out of place and like Yeah. So I came home. I don't even remember if I took a pain pill last night, but I just went to bed. I was in bed by 7:30 last night. So no, I didn't go live. I'm late getting on live today. I might have a sale. I was in them real estate streets again all day today. So I had a lot of things to do. I had one meeting. I didn't make it to this meeting at 4 o'clock. Um, I gotta work. Weekends are my busiest time for a real estate agent, or pretty much every agent's busiest time. So I think I got a sale and two more clients out of the deal. So yay. And if you can see my hair, I haven't had my hair down, and y'all haven't seen my hair in a year at least. Um, I went on and got it blown out. No, I didn't relax it again. Never, not ever again. My hair fell out so bad last year. So yeah, that's me. I really, we do what we like. That's right, Charlie. Um, but sometimes we do what we don't like just to kind of get along. Sometimes, like, I've gone places and done things. One of my biggest challenges for myself was to exercise compromise. And I'm compromising less and less and less the older I get. But a few years back, I said, well, I keep hearing my father in my mind, to have a friend, you have to show yourself friendly. And my very best friend of 47 years passed away a few years back, and I was not, man, I just, as far as the friend space goes, I was kind of, I don't even know what the word is. I was just numb. So I needed to, I had a void. I needed a friend, needed friends, good girlfriends, like I grew up with. So I started to socialize more, doing things that I didn't necessarily want to do, just to just to hang out, but that didn't feed my soul. On one hand, I felt some fulfillment, but I realized that that was a empty thing. I wasn't engaged in true friendship. It was very one-sided. So here I go again, just K solo. And that's what it is. I'm cool with that, I suppose, until my tribe finds me, or I find my tribe. Here I am. Now, as far as the challenge, and I will disclaim, I am not going to be on here long. The last solo show I did, I was on here for an hour and 20 minutes. It's not going to be tonight because Mama is tired. And I need to send this stuff out for this real estate. I want to talk about habit tracking. Now, because this is day 22, I think, day 22. I've heard two different timelines. They say it takes 21 days or either 30 days. I've heard both to establish a new habit. Well, this is day 22. I think that I have established some good habits. I know that I still have room to grow, but I want to talk to you about habits tonight. What are some things? Are you tracking your habits? What do you need to do more of, less of? What do you need to start? What do you need to stop? These are things that when I was getting coached or mentored, that's one of the things that I learned, to just monitor the time suckers. If your goal is to elevate your business, or to start a business, or to finish a school, start something, finish something, whatever the thing is, if you have a big goal and you're feeling overwhelmed when it comes to time management, what the first thing you can do is look at your habits, look at your screen time. There's things you can go to on your phone, and it'll tell you how much time you're spending on which app, how much time you're watching TV. If you're binge watching a new series on Netflix every week, if your goal is not to be the next Shonda Rhimes, you might want to stay off of Netflix. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. If you, that's one thing. Start, stop, more or less. You can do less. You don't have to totally deprive yourself, but you can definitely cut back. Um, I want to do a fitness modeling shoot by the end of this year. Well, guess what I need to do more of, what I need to do less of, and what I need to start and what I need to stop. All the things apply there. I need to hit the gym more, or some form of workout, like strong workout. What I need to do less of, eating. What I need to start, stretching. What I need to stop, sugar. I'm one that is very, very, very self aware, but self awareness in and of itself will not change the habit. You got to commit to that thing. You have to commit to what you say you want. And oddly enough, I've recognized that we lie to ourselves more than we will ever lie to another human being. I'm going to start tomorrow. I'm going to set my clock early and get up. You hit that snooze button from across the room. So I'm not one to beat anybody up, because, baby, these habits over here, they are not all gravy. So just do that self-reflection. And shameless plug, but the Ultimate Planner, this is the tool that can help you get your life. It can help you with clarity in personal, professional, spiritual, anything and everything in your life. I am so proud of that body of work, because I've seen so many people's lives just change off of something that came from here. When you're walking in your calling and you're doing the things that God gave you to do, you can't miss, you can't go wrong. You just have to walk in the path that He set for you. I firmly believe that whatever your belief is, you follow the stars, and then follow the stars, but just get outside of yourself. I'm not telling anybody who to believe in, but I'm telling you who I believe in. And baby, he gives me a lot. He gives me a lot. I have written some things that change lives, not just my life. That's when you know that you are powerful and purposeful beyond yourself. When you can do something and create something and speak something that changes generational lives, not just the person that I'm speaking to and teaching and coaching or selling my book to, but their children are growing and developing and benefiting because of something that came from me. Man, in any given day, I feel like not getting out of bed, not pushing forward, getting frustrated, wanting to pivot and do something else. All I got to do is think about all the people that have confirmed that I have helped them. That's it. Just people that I know that their lives are better and different because of me. And because I walked in the gift that was given to me. It was a gift for me, but it was a present for somebody else. And that's the cycle of life, man. That is the cycle of life. There's children in this world that would not be here if I didn't stand on who God created me to be. When you are doing what you were created to do, baby, man, shout out to the Osmond family. I got to touch in with my family. I haven't talked to them in a while. And I mean, literally, There's children in this world. The accident that I witnessed and pulled young man from a burning wreckage is now a father. He would not have been a father if I didn't take action and stand on the gift that God gave me to help people, to heal people, to not necessarily heal people from the Jesus standpoint, but um, I mean, if I'm standing there and I take my jacket off and apply pressure to your bleeding wound, that's a healing property. So in the physical, for sure, for sure, for sure. Um, so be proud of who you are, but stand on it and take action. Um, but examine your habits. Clean up your desktop, man. That thing right there, that life decluttering that I talked about early on in this challenge. Clean your desktop. Close all them 500 tabs you got open. Close all the tabs on your cell phone. When you declutter your mind, you have more mental space to do the work that you're created to do. You won't get distracted because you see that tab that you had open 3 days ago with that cart, that shopping cart that you really don't need to fulfill. You don't need to complete that transaction. Empty that cart, put that thing back on that digital shelf and go somewhere. You don't need that thing. You don't. Thank you. No, you're welcome. I got close to the camera because I'm saying it to myself too. But all the things that take us away from what we are supposed to do is not, it's just not right. We gotta observe and acknowledge. If you never acknowledge it, it's gonna keep knocking you in the back of the head and you're gonna keep turning around and never see that thing because it's stuck to your back and it's just gonna hurt. So, but I'm getting tired. I don't know if y'all can tell my eyes are getting low. I won't stay on here any longer. I do want to give a big shout out to Tina Bridges and the TLA crew. Go to Eventbrite if you're in the Atlanta area next Sunday. The Shell of a Man unscripted stage play. Baby, let me tell you something. That thing right there is so powerful. Talk about your gift. Tina created this thing. It's like about 8 different strongholds, I'll call them, that each man has their own stronghold that is interfering with them. Dang, my nose is itching. The heck? It's weird. I need to see a doctor about that. When I chew gum, my nose itches and I spit out gum right before. If anybody's ever experienced that, let me know. I spit out my gum right before I went live. I don't know what happened. Every time I chew gum, my nose itches. Maybe I'm allergic to gum, but it's really itching. So, anywho, Tina Bridges of TLB Productions, TLA, she wrote this. Well, I can't say wrote. She created the concept of these different issues that men have and how they impact their marriages. All the men are married, and them and their wives each have a back and forth live on stage. So if you've seen it before, every time they do this production, it's like a different play because they are all unscripted. So I was in it. Did I do it once or twice? Maybe once. And I think my husband was the dreamer. And if you've ever known a man with a dream, but he just never seems to get anywhere and he's always chasing the next shiny new thing, that was who I was married to. And it was so funny because that's kind of who I am. So yeah, I played that wife in Shell of a Man. So if you're in the Atlanta area, make sure y'all go check out the Shell of a Man. That's next week. It is on Eventbrite. And yeah, it's gonna be dynamic. There's alcoholism, there's molestation, there is physical abuse. The physical abuse, I don't know if Kayvon is still playing that wife. if you see the physical abuse one, it's hard to not be emotional because her and Garrett played the heck out of that. Like you'll just want to pick her up and hug her, and you'll just want to hate him. Like you'll want to jump up and jump on him. They play that so good. Oh my God. So make sure you grab your tickets. Also, I think the 21st, check out the City Winery .com website, City Winery Atlanta. My girl Bonita Jelaine, she is performing this week. Let's sell these folks out. These are my people. These aren't just people I heard about. These are my people. Charlie, you got anything coming up, sis? Charlie Ford, another dynamic entertainer. I can't call her an actor. I can't call her a host. I can't call, man, her one woman show. Louise, where Louise at? Where Louise at? She is, her one woman show was so prolific. I mean, like, you think you know somebody and then you see their life story. Like she presented her life story. I'm so proud of you, girl. Let me know in the chat if you have anything coming up. Give you a shout out. But these are all dynamic women that I know personally, and I rock with them. So if I can give anybody a shout out, definitely I will. And if it's anybody who wants me to come preview your business, so let me see if I can show you this. I have become somewhat of a Google influencer. And it wasn't something on purpose. I wish I could have that kind of influence on my other profiles. Let me see. Y'all see that 7.6 million people hit my Google profile to see what I have to say about a product or service. So if you need a review for your business, I'm your girl. Let me know. I will come out, check out your business. If you got a restaurant, you just fix me a little something and I will give you a review. Don't think if I know you that just because I know you that it's going to be like, hey, come here and do this. And it was amazing. You got to be good. You got to be right. The reason that I have such influence on Google is because I give thorough, honest reviews. I'm not just going to, if I don't like an experience, I'm not just going to be like, I don't like it. Don't go there. They trash. I'm not that person. If I have a bad experience, I will explicitly explain what the experience was, where I felt like they could have gone better. I will always try to look for something positive, but if you just are failing at everything, you might want to go back to the drawing board on your business, have a little team meeting or something. Because I'm very, very graceful when it comes to, gracious, I should say, when it comes to reviewing, especially small businesses. But yes, I am available to do reviews and help to get you some traffic. People pay attention to my Google. They don't pay attention to my lives that much. Y'all are here. I am not, let me not say that because I appreciate, I don't care if I have two people, one person. I know if I only got one person, it's going to be Maria Wheeler. I appreciate you, Queen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All the way from Maine. Homegirl is in Maine rocking with me every night. She's been on it every night. I'm so grateful. Oh my goodness. Thank you. I have to get some more merchandise so I can send you a shirt, a hoodie, or something. You up in Maine, so you probably get more use out of a hoodie or something. But yeah, I got to get some more made. I don't have any on hand anymore. But again, I'm tired. My nose is still itching. I don't know what this, I really have been experiencing that since I was a teenager. I got to figure out why my nose itches when I chew gum. Maybe it is an allergy because I have a lot of food allergies. So it might just be something, another weird interaction I have. Tomorrow, Interesting. The schedule is supposed to be community, sisterhood, friendships, and partnerships, like a panel type discussion. I really want to have Shonda. Maybe you could tap in with me, sis. Maybe we can have a conversation. I'll bring a few people in. Just talk girlhood, sisterhood. I hear so many different things that people struggle with regard to friendship. So let's tap in tomorrow. I am going to end it now. I appreciate you all for tuning in. Again, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, like the videos. You can even turn it on if you have a computer. Turn on the Blowing Bubbles page and just let the videos play. Put it on mute and let it play just so I get the watch hours. Okay. Thank you. Until tomorrow, I want to remind you, do something nice for yourself on purpose, okay? And don't try to fit in where you don't belong. I love you. There's nothing you can do about it. Dang, even my bubbles are tired. There we go. All right. Good night.